Alright guys, here's a quick look at the practice mode, which we just added into the latest patch. I'm just going to run through this quickly just to get people an idea of how to get started with this. First thing you want to do, hit escape, go to your settings, under controls, practice. You can see the options here for starting and stopping the trail recording, the toggle for the practice menu. There's a bunch of other keys here, some of which I haven't even tried using yet, but I just want to get you guys up and running, so this is the standard way to do it. Or just a quick way to get it going. Also need to make sure practice mode is enabled. You will need administrator access for this, so you can either vote to make yourself an admin if you're on a server by yourself, or if you've got someone else who will happily vote you in as administrator, or you can open a local server and that'll work as well. I've already got it up and running on here, so I'll hit the start recording button and we'll just run a route here, just nothing special, just to give an example of how this works. Terrible, whatever. We'll just run it anyway. Alright, hear a little sound as you get the cap, separate from the flag capture sound, and that's the sound to show that the recording is now finished. So that route has been completed. I can hit Control P. I'm going to say terrible, right. Save it. If I click load, it'll start me in that position, and you can then follow along the trail. Those dots will turn green if you get close enough to them. The menu itself has settings for easy, medium or expert, depending on how close you need to be for those markers to change color. You can also hit auto follow. That will start the route and replay it using, this is showing the same inputs that the recorder used. So you can see here when I pressed A, when I pressed W, jet, etc, etc. And yeah, so that'll help you for the more advanced routes where you want to know, when you should be pressing certain keys to get the same sort of speed and energy management that those players did at the time. So we don't need to, we're only got a few seconds left, so I may as well let this just quickly get to the end. And done.
Your team captured the flag.
I'll respawn. So the other thing we can do is hit Control P. I can hit spawn bot, and that will spawn a bot that's running that route. And if I look out the side here, I can see them off in the distance just starting. So I can wait over here for them to come over. You can start defending. You can have multiple routes going at once. Oh, I missed them. And they're off. And just got it. Okay. So that's one thing you can do just to practice flag D. Now you could run a few routes there, and then you could go into the drills menu and add a couple of different routes to the drill, and then you can set different victory types as well to make sure that no one got the flag, or you got a certain number of kills, something like that. And then once you've saved the drill, you can press the Control Q button and that will start the drill, so you can have multiple routes running. So an example of what you could do there, let me just record a few things here. I'm just gonna jump around here. So this could be like a target practice drill. Let's say you just want to practice hitting some easy mid-airs. I'll just bounce around here, and it's probably enough. I'll just land over here. That's the end of that one, and I'll just save it as, I want to routes, I'll just say slow move 1, save it, and I'll do another one. Just jumping around. A few shots, that's also fire as well. probably good. And then let's do one more. Firstly, got to save that one. So that's slow move 2. And let's just do one more. And whatever, that'll do. Okay, so we'll save that one, and that can be slow move 3, save route. Let's go to the drill, and let's make a drill that's just target practice. And we're going to add our slow move 1, our slow move 2, our slow move 3. Victory type can be total kills being 3. It can spawn it immediately, whatever. Drill length 60 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever. Number of bots 3. Reset the flags. Bots can take damage, bots can be movable, and we'll whatever, it doesn't matter. Save the drill, and we can hit after it's been loaded in. I'll get off the practice menu. Now, when the bots spawn, they spawn at the opposite, on the opposite team. That's so that you don't have to swap teams to get those drills going. So you can practice your flag and stuff. Now, if I hit Control Q, the bots will spawn. And fly around, and you can do some target practice. Of course, I'm going to miss most of my shots. Once you've done damage, the bots are following a predetermined path. So, they can't... I failed, I didn't kill any, that's true. But I can again, and put my target practice back again. Just to practice, one's dead, kill 2 more. And that was automatically killed itself. I think that does credit me for the kill though, but that's probably not what you're going to want. So I didn't kill any. Maybe there's a bug there, because I definitely killed at least one. So, but anyway, the point of that is you can still, regardless of whether the drill outcome worked or not, the practice part of it's still there. So certainly set up some target practice for yourself. You can use this on the servers if you just want to jump on with a friend and maybe you're bored waiting for people to join up. You can add some bots just to get things going and give you something to do while you're waiting. Yeah, that's about it. You can just remember though, once it's saved here, that doesn't mean that it's saved to a file. But next, if you quit the game, these aren't going to be saved here. You need to make sure you save the routes to a file. It doesn't look like there's an option to save the drills to a file yet, so maybe that will come up in the future. We are doing an user interface overhaul, so obviously this isn't going to be what it's going to look like in the future. So you hit save routes to file and find somewhere to save it to. That's about it. Cool.